he goes ahead of us to open the door for his sister and I.
So nice.
So those are little things that, guys don't do anymore. And another thing is I taught my son that he should always, when you're in the street walking, you should always walk outside, closer to the, the street.
Yes.
And allow the women to walk inside. And I even do that with my daughter. If it's just her and I walking together, I go on the outside and I always bring her inside. So she, so she to get her used to that. This is what you have to do. You walk on the inside, not the outside.
Yeah, no, but it is very important.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I did the same. But it's nice, and especially nice, like your son now is opening the doors, and when you hear about your boys being gentlemen and the other people tells you, it's you feel, you educate them in the right way, which is important.
Right. Yeah, no, we have to. You know what? Let's play one of your songs. Which song do you want us to play right now? Do you want to play the Dizzy?
Yes, we have to.
Okay.
For luck.
Okay. You're listening to the show. My name is Elizabeth Mesa, and I'm here with K-Syran, and that was Dizzy.
Yes.
So Dizzy's the one that's been nominated.
Yes, that's the one. So very excited about that.
So you were saying that you write your own music.
Yes, I do. Because when I started off playing with different groups, I got into this group that already made a few albums.
Mm-hmm.
So I started to write with those guys, and then eventually it's just now taken completely over for me. So now I can't stop.
That's crazy. So how long does it take to write your music?
Well, it's amazing. I don't know, but I feel now that when I go into the studio, I feel that I improvise and it just comes. It's a wonderful process, actually, because I put it then together what I like the best, and then the words will also come. But I do write though words every day, so I can be inspired. And so on my phone, I use my phone nonstop, to be honest.
Wow.
And sometimes also I will sit in the car, and then suddenly this melody will just pop into my head, and then I'm again glad about my phone because then I can record it when I still have it fresh in my mind. That's
interesting. So when you go in the studio, then if you record like these melodies or if you have any like inspirational things, then do you go in there and once you read it, then it comes to you and you start going with it?
Yeah, sometimes the melody will just come, and other times it's the lyrics. So it actually depends. So and sometimes when the melody comes to me, the lyrics just feels right, and then I work around it like that. So it's a little bit like going to work. You go in and then you just focus very intensely, and then and then I get in a couple of hours I normally have a new song.
So with your album Dizzy that came out September 27th,
yes,
what was that based on?
So Dizzy, because I had then it got out in the UK and then in the US, and then through those, it's been a year or something, I really got through other emotional journeys in my life, and when something is happening to me quite strongly, I have to write about it. So it's really, I think, when you are artist, if you're an actor or writer or whatever you are, I think you need to express yourself, and I feel very much now it's the music that really now for me, it's in this time of my life, it's actually the music that makes me express.
So through the music that you express, is this like things that are you going through life or how you currently feel in the moment?
Yes, and also my imagination is quite big.
Okay, so let's talk about that. So what about, for example, like the video, like Temptation, that song? Because the lyrics, I was listening to the lyrics and I was like, okay. So with that, for example, what was that based on?
Well, that is actually because, in life you go through things and then often you can be really tempted. I mean, we have temptations in front of us. And I think it's like a test to see, would you actually take that step? And to me, what I've learned in my life now is that if I ever feel a temptation, I will actually communicate it. And when I put words onto it, it doesn't tempt me really, because it's like when you use it in your imagination and you fantasize about things, it becomes very exciting. And then actually when you express it, it's not that exciting.
It's
so
true.
So you actually by speaking it out or singing it out, you don't feel that tempted to do it anyway.
So were you at one point in your life tempted to kind of have some kind of, like escapade with a young man?
Actually, with the very young guys, it's happening with the producer. I think I'm living out her fantasies.
Oh, really?
But have you seen the Dizzy video?
I haven't.
No, there she cast actually the stunt of Tarzan. So all my girlfriends have been very jealous.
Oh,
my husband was quite jealous too. So
wow.
Yeah.
So that one. So there's a young guy in the video Dizzy.
But he's not that. I mean, in Temptation they're very young, but in Dizzy he's my age.
Okay, so how old are they, the ones in Temptation?
No, one of them he was 23.
Oh. Wait, how old are you?
I'm 40.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so how was it having a young guy in your video, like a 23, with, a grown woman? Was it just kind of like eye candy and it's, I don't know.
Yeah, but actually, with him, it's quite fun because he actually asked me out for coffee. And
he asked you for what?
You have to go out.
Oh, my God. Wait, and did he know you're married?
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I mean, I didn't. I sometimes I will tell or whatever, but it's.
So he asked you out? Which one? The one? There was 3 of them in there. Okay, so one of them asked you out.
Yeah,
that is so funny. Were you tempted at all?
No.
No.
I love my husband.
Okay, here's another question.
But it's the flattering, isn't it?
It's flattering.
Yeah,
it's so flattering.
And I think for us women, it's always lovely to get attention,
especially from a younger man.
Yeah,
when we're older. I find that to be true. It's like now that we're older, it's really, really nice. It's kind of like an ego boost.
Yes.
When you get attention from a younger guy.
Yeah.
Because we think to ourselves, like, we're older because we're so used to, and especially like the way, like life revolves. It's like there's, men are ageless. It's like men don't really age in a sense that they could have anyone they want at any time. Like they could have a really young girl. They could have an older woman. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and also I think it's psychologically for them because they can have children.
Right.
For us, there's up to a limit of age, that we can't, not really fruitful anymore,
Right, and
but
maybe
for a man, he can continue till he's 80 or 90 or whatever.
Yeah, and I think that's why, because, like you said, we're, at a certain point in our lives, we cannot have children anymore. So maybe that kind of helps us to feel old, and maybe that we don't have what it takes to, like, if we throw our lure out, that we're going to catch a young guy, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So even though that's not the case, even though we look good, it just kind of fucks with us.
Yeah.
The fact that you can't have babies anymore just kind of fucks with you. So I, but so when there's a young guy who is reaching out, trying to flirt with you or trying to take you out, it's kind of like, oh, okay, I still got what it takes. So in your case, like for this video, did you at any point, like, go home at some point and fantasize while you were with your husband?
No. Didn't have to. I didn't have to. I lived it out on set. No, that's a lucky thing. Being an actress and a singer, you can live those moments there.
Yeah. That's so interesting. That's funny. So do you have like any so what about like the ideas for the videos? Does those come from you or your producer?
No, that's from the film producer. Yeah, because being an actress, then I've been so lucky to work with these wonderful, talented people in the UK.
Yes,
and now in my singing career, they're loving it, so they want to be a part of it. And it's cool.
I'm laughing because I'm hot. And then I saw that you took your sweater off and you're hot too. And I was like, okay, it must be the conversation talking about, young guys.
It gets us overheated.
It is. And, when you said, I was laughing because, there's this person that is like resurfaced in my life. And he apparently has had a crush on me for a minute. And he's also young.
Okay.
He's, let's see. I'm going to say I'm 20 years older than he is.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, oh my God, like, I've got these like, the young guy. I'm 46, so, so I'm like, like, wow. It's just like, okay, so I guess I still have what it takes then if I have like this young guy. It's like trying to, like, he keeps like throwing like to see if I catch, but I'm just, but it's just been, he's had a crush for a while.
But that's cute.
It's cute. But, I have to say, like, young guys, a lot of times they're really good for eye candy. They're really good to look at because like their bodies are beautiful.
Yeah.
They're beautiful. They're perfect in a sense that, you know,